Hello, my friends. It is Tuesday. What does that mean?
Tag time.
I was going to say, you're going to miss your cue there, mister.
Sorry.
It's time for the Tuesday tag. And yes, we are doing it in the car because it's been a little bit crazy. If you saw my weekend vlog, you know that. And we haven't had a minute to ourselves to film this in peace and quiet. So we're doing it from the car. Why not, right? Although it's really going to be shaky. Let me see if I can come up with something here. This is not going to be the most cinematically pleasing video. I can tell you that right now, but at least it will be done. So, here we go. These questions were thought up by Roy over at Recipes with Roy, and once again, they're tough. We got to really reach back into the recesses of our brain. I was tagged by Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy. So I will link Roy and Sandy's channels down below. And I am going to tag Jason and Michelle over at The Average J. And also No Excuses, Mary Fran over at No Excuses. So I will link those two below also. And Doug is going to answer just probably off camera because not the best setup going on here, my friends, but you know us, it is real life and we just roll with it. So here we go. It is called the When I Was Younger tag. Number 1, what's one item you have now that you wish you had when you were younger? I guess, now, you know, I was born in 68, so my school years were the 70s and 80s, and computers were just starting out. I would have loved to have had computers and internet and Google and, you know, the computer word processors back when I was younger, especially in high school and college, because I used to type my papers on a typewriter.
You don't know what a typewriter is anymore.
You know, with correction tape and everything else. So, yeah. I would have liked to have had a computer back then. How about you, babe?
I'll go a little farther and I'll say a cell phone.
Ooh.
Like, or specifically a smartphone. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 2.
The world at your fingertips.
Number 2. What were your favorite and least favorite subjects in school? Oh, that's so easy for me. My absolute favorite subject was English, and my least favorite subject was math.
I'm total opposite. I did not like English. I'm more of a math geek.
100%. Number 3. What was your least favorite food as a kid, and is it still? I think I know what he's going to say.
Yes.
And guess what? It's my answer too, if I'm right. Let's do it on 3. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Lima beans. Yep, and guess what? Still don't do lima beans. Nope. Nope. Like I told you in another video, lima beans and Miracle Whip were in the wedding vows. Thou shalt not bring them through the door. Yep, I vowed never to bring them in the house. Number 4. What is one of your most embarrassing childhood moments? I don't really have any. None that I can remember.
Me either, really.
Nothing? Your chin?
Yeah, when I broke my chin, it was all swollen down, and my mom took a picture of it. I hated that picture. I was so embarrassed when she showed it to me.
You know what I thought you'd say? And this is a little... I hesitate to say it, but I just remember you talking about it back when you had cancer. and they were doing that experimental treatment
Oh, yeah.
when you were so sick.
Yeah. Coming out both ends of the bed. Yeah, it was nasty.
Doug was 16 when he had cancer, and they were doing some experimental chemo on him. Number one, that was very painful. They were injecting it in between his toes, like the webbing between his toes is where it was injected. Am I correct?
No, that was something different. That was painful, but that was a dye test.
Oh, okay, that wasn't the chemo. Okay, well, the chemo I'm talking about that was experimental made him so, he was in the hospital for it. He had to be hospitalized for it. And it made him so sick and so weak. He was literally laying in bed being sick.
Yeah. It was
Both ends. He was 16 years old. He could not even move. He was so weak. So like, oh, look at that sun. The nurses had to, like, you know, take care of him and clean him up. And that's really tough for a 16-year-old kid. But I mean, I hesitate to say that's embarrassing because it's a medical procedure, but you know, for a 16-year-old guy.
At that point, so many doctors and nurses had seen me, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, very true. Okay, and the phone turned off. Hold on. I'm looking at the questions on Doug's phone while we film on mine. Okay. Number 5. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Oh, it's easy.
I have 2, but one was definitely before the other. Sean Cassidy. Woohoo! I loved me some Sean Cassidy. Do run, 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 do run, run. I know who Doug's is. Still is to this day, a little bit, I think.
No, I'm over that. Wonder Woman. Linda Carter.
Linda Carter, specifically as Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Wonder why.
Wonder why.
Number 6, did you have a childhood nickname? Well, my childhood nickname is still my nickname. Joni. Everybody calls me Joni.
Some of my aunts actually
Still call
still
you
call me Dougie.
Dougie.
But that's, yeah, and when I was younger, some of my neighbors called me Dougie. But,
I call you Dougie once in a while.
but yeah, that's
Very rare, but
very rare.
I do it. And his old boss, when his high school job and college job, and used to call him Dougie Do Right. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I call him Dougie Do Little. Just kidding. Number 7. Which school clique would you most likely have fallen in with? Jocks, nerds, cheerleaders, mean girls, loners, etc. I was a really interesting combination. I was a 2-sport athlete. I played softball and field hockey. But I also was in the musical, which could be considered kind of nerdish. And I was also in honors classes and in National Honor Society, so that could kind of be considered nerdish and geeky. I wasn't a mean girl, I wasn't a loner. But I guess I would fall into a couple different ones. How about you, babe?
No, I wasn't a jock, so I didn't play sports. I was like a musical and theater geek.
And band geek.
I was band geek for 1 year. Then I got a job, so I quit the band.
Doug plays the saxophone, for those of you that don't know.
I used to play saxophone. I haven't touched it in 40 years.
And I play the flute. And I can still play the flute.
But yeah, I'd be more on the geek side.
And I just messed up again. Oh, here we go. Okay, number 8. Did you have any childhood pets? Well, my first dog that I remember was Taffy. She was a mutt. I loved her to death. We always had a dog. My parents always used to talk about our dog Susie, who was like apparently the best dog in the entire world. But I don't think I was around for Susie. I think Susie came before me. But I definitely remember my dog Taffy. And my dad and my brother were big hunters. So we had 2 hunting dogs, Lady and True. We also had guinea pigs. We had turtles. So yeah, I had about you, hon?
We had a dog for very short times. His name was Rascal. But Rascal barked a lot, and my dad worked shift work at the time, so that didn't work out very well. So we had to get rid of him. That was Nancy's dog.
You had cats though, didn't you?
Well, we did have cats. Yes, we had. When I was little, like under 10, we had a yellow cat named Butterscotch. And when I was a little bit older, we had a black and white cat named Sylvester. And funny story, well not funny, but you know how usually cats kill birds? Yeah, Sylvester was killed by a bird. Pecked his head like it was a really mean mockingbird. Yeah, so anyway.
Okay, that escalated quickly. Number 9. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up? When I was really, really little, I wanted to be a teacher. I think every little girl wants to be a teacher. And then when I got just a little tiny bit older, I wanted to be in the dental field, and that's what I did. Picked people's teeth for 30 years.
I guess at one point in my career, I wanted to be an architect, like designer. I do design work now. I'm not an architect, but so
You're an architect of humps.
there you go. So
You're still doing something in the field,
I'm still doing design work. Yes.
just not buildings. Humps.
Oops.
Okay, the last question, number 10. A movie is being made about you in your 20s. What is the theme song? Well, let's see. In our 20s, we were married. We got married young. I was 21. Doug was 23. And I think I would have to say the theme song from Friends, because all of our friends like kind of got married around the same time we did, and we always always hung out and at our house and just hung out, had a good time, always together. So I would think the theme song from Friends.
That's a good answer.
How about you? Theme song in your 20s.
I'm not good with remembering song titles.
Oh, I have something that comes to mind. What do we always joke that our wedding song should be?
Happy to be stuck with you.
Happy to Be Stuck With You by Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah, that's a good.
We always joke that that's, that's our wedding song. Actually, our wedding song was Always by Atlantic Starr, and I still love that song. I know it's old, it's from the 80s, but I still love that song, and the words are still very, very perfect for our relationship.
I think so.
So happy to be stuck with you?
I'm happy to stuck with you.
I mean, is that your theme song for the movie of your life?
Sure, why not?
Should I be offended? I'm not quite sure if I should be offended. He's pleading the fifth.
I can't think of another song. That's like, I don't know.
Okay then, that is it. That is our childhood memories tag.
Paranoid by Black Sabbath? I don't know.
We're going to end this before somebody digs themselves into more trouble here. So once again, Sandy, thank you for tagging us. And Roy, thank you for the questions. And I am tagging Mary Fran and Jason and Michelle. So hope you guys have a chance to do this and look forward to seeing everyone's video. Thanks again for watching and can't wait for the next Tuesday tag. Have a great day, everyone.